Hello everybody and welcome back to our online choir rehearsal. I'm so excited to have all of you. We've been making some tremendous progress in the last couple of weeks and it's been making me very excited. And today we're going to continue our journey with a song that I've always enjoyed, and it is entitled A New Tomorrow. So this song is a lot of fun and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Let's get into it. And let's take a second actually and let's warm up our jaw, massaging the jaw. And let's actually tense the jaw now. Tense low, medium, high, and relax and let the jaw drop open. Let's do that again. So massage the other direction and tense. Relax. And let's make sure that the tongue is nice and relaxed and limber. So let's go ahead and try and touch our nose. Good. Bonus points if you can actually touch your nose. And now try and touch your left ear. And now your right. And now your chin. And now make circles with that tongue. In the other direction. And let's clean up. Good. So now that we've done that, let's actually get to the singing. So let's go ahead and get started here. We're just going to take it away with a nice Let's try and remain as completely relaxed as possible, generating a nice open sound through the throat with a nice open mouth. And we'll alternate, we'll change the vowels at every half step. And we'll just go up a little bit and see how things go. So let's start with E. E. A. Relaxing through the jaw. Awesome. So let's stop right there and let's do a few brief long tones. So long tones are the lightsaber of vocal warm-up techniques. They're incredibly effective and they're awesome. So all we're going to do is we're going to take a really nice mid-range note like this note, and we're going to sing each vowel very conscientiously as we do together in rehearsal. And let's really emphasize, take this opportunity to improve your instrument. Okay, this time is for you. So try and find an even more accurate placement, more relaxation, a richer tone, more resonance in your face than you have before. This is really practice for you. Okay, so let's take it with E. Excuse me. E. Practicing opening the jaw. Ah. Ah. try experimenting, bringing the sound more forward in your mouth and seeing how that sounds and how that feels, and then try bringing it kind of back more on the throat or back and up. Try giving yourself different mental cues and see how that affects you. So you can try placing things more forward and front like you're singing out of your spiritual eye. You can try kind of placing it back and rounding open, just play around with what sounds feel good, or I should say with what feels good and what sounds good, okay? So we're trying to craft your instrument here. So let's move on. Let's do the next one. E. If you want to go back and sing any of these sequences again, do so. There's no rush with long tones. A with total relaxation. Let's do one more. E. A, nice and relaxed. Floating on the breeze of bliss. And ooh. Okay, so now we're going to do some long tones in the higher register. So we're gonna take up. That's where we left off in the last one. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and start a little higher. Let's go from here. Let's go right from there. So, actually I changed my mind. We'll come back one. So let's start here on E. Again, same principles, total relaxation. Try and find the ideal placement for your voice. E. allow it to change throughout the duration of the note. And really listen carefully to the guitar pick first, because the more accurately you can hear the pitch, the more accurately you'll be able to produce the pitch. A. Remember, big breath, total relaxation. Take the time you need. I need to give myself a second to breathe. This is a range that I haven't been practicing very much with long tones recently, because I've been forcing myself to sing bass. And so it's really beneficial to take the time to explore new registers of your voice. If there's a part that's kind of tricky for you, that's the part to spend the most time on, right? So let's go with, where were we? A, ah. I think, let's go with ah. I hope I'm not repeating myself. Let's do O. U. Awesome. Here we go for E. Trying to remember to open the jaw even when we start moving higher. A. This is as much a practice for me as it is for you. Ah. So I don't know if you can hear it, but my voice right there is trembling between my upper register and my lower register. And so this is actually a really great pitch for me to be working on, because it's right where my voice transitions. And so for me, because I'm alternating between tension and relaxation, that's why my voice is going not vibrato, that's something slightly different, but you can probably hear it in my voice. So if you feel that way, if you feel like your voice is kind of shaky or isn't really stable and grounded, take some time. Try and find the most relaxed place to generate sound from. Let's do ooh here. I'm sorry, I forget if I'm repeating myself. Ooh. So for some reason, ooh is a whole heck of a lot easier for me. So if that's the case, if one of the vowels is a lot easier than another one, try, for example, ah was hard for me, but oo wasn't so bad. So you can alternate between oo and feeling that relaxation and that ease, and then going back to ah and trying to find a similar ease, though it's going to feel different because we place it slightly different in the throat. And let's move up. We'll do this as our last one here on an E. So it's the note E, and we're going to sing it on an E. So here we go. And you heard my voice crack. Let's do A. Really pronounce A. Those are good. It's good practice. Ah. Oop, looks like I slipped a little bit too. Ah. Ah. That felt pretty good. Oh. And lastly, ooh. I think I slipped again. Awesome, and we'll stop there. Sometimes we will need to go higher, like that's an E, we might go F or even a G if you're getting frisky and like Handel's Hallelujah Chorus. Though I will say the tenors have to sing an A in that. But let's call it there and let's get into this. So before we sing this song, let's go ahead and go through the lyrics and the dynamics together to kind of get a feel for the foundations of the piece before we start singing it. So first off, we have our rhythm count up here. A quarter note is 1/16, so that's about 2 every second. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, ba, 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 ba. So like, when the dawn breaks and then the morning is going to be about our tempo. Basically, this feels like a nice march. And I like to think of it as a march into freedom, into hope, into a better world. So, now let's get a little further into it. So first thing we know is we start, it's just the men. The men sing the melody, the first verse by themselves. And then down here, the women sing the second verse by themselves. And then on the third verse, we all sing it together. And on the fourth verse, we repeat the second verse and we split into parts. So anyway, that's actually a really nice effect, and it goes well. But now let's take a look at the words. First things first, we start on a forte. So a forte in this sense is going to be like proudly declarative, or not necessarily proud, but with energy, that we are affirming and seizing control of our lives, of our destinies. So now you'll see what I mean when we look at the words. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? So I really like this. I think it's the wonderful lyrics. I've always really gotten into this song. But just, you can kind of get into the bhav, into the feeling of it once we start singing. But who would pass the challenge by, the challenge of renewed effort, of taking control of your own life, of making a better tomorrow, a new tomorrow filled with hope and courage. So obviously we'll get more into this, but glory is going to be important. Who would pass the challenge by, pass and by. Anyway, so then la 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 la. When we sing the la la las, it's important to emphasize the L's because that gives it more of a percussive feeling, that strong willpower in the present moment. It's not la 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 la. It's not a lullaby, it's a declaration, like I was saying. So we're going to actually, in this song, counter to, like, say, Peace, where we were very legato and very open, we get to be more percussive in this. It's more strident. So anyway, we have all these great la 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 la's, And I like to think about when you're not saying the word, that you're just expressing the latent and natural courage of your own hearts. So why don't you actually go ahead and write at the top of your music, write the word courage, okay? Now, women, you continue. There's a morning for every nation when the sun's high in the sky. There's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. Again, it's affirming your destiny, your future. There's a morning for every nation when the sun's high in the sky. So there's a time, that's the next line, but there's an opportunity for everybody when they can take control of their destiny. So we're saying that this is that moment for us. And then you have your wonderful la la la. And you know, I've noticed in the past that the women, when they sing the la la la's, it can turn a little sing-songy. Well, let's keep the determination. It doesn't have to be like tense determination. It can be joyful determination, but determination nonetheless. And then we sing together. Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past. A new tomorrow waits for all who understand. I love it. It's like Sri Yukteswar's forget the past. The past of all men is dark with many shames, but the future will improve if you're making a spiritual effort now. So that's really what this is about. Is, leave the past. A new tomorrow waits for all who understand. So this is really wonderful because we sing this in unison, men and women. So it's really easy to get into even so, all of us together, because we're singing together. Then basically we repeat those verses. It's really pretty straightforward and a lot of fun. I really enjoy this, and I hope you do too. It's just a fun song to sing. So now let's jump into this. We'll get a little more specific with each part. Okay, men, so we kick this song off by singing the melody together. And tenors and basses were united. So we get to have a lot of fun with this. This is going to be a little bit on the lower side for some of the tenors, but that's okay, you'll make it. I want you to think about having a superhero energy when you sing this, that it's that expanded, courageous heart. And so when we sing this, I just think about putting all of my energy into the heart and expanding it outward. And that's how I find my resonance for this lower part of my voice. So there'll be a brief guitar intro and it'll sound like this. And then we jump in. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? It's a lot of fun. So I'm not going to play. I hope I didn't blow out the speakers just there. But especially on the lower notes for me, I have to think about being really broad. I think about being broad-chested and just like a big superhero of a man. And then it'll see me through. Now, as you can hear, this one, unlike Peace, we are not being legato. We're actually being percussive, right? And that percussive quality is to emphasize the application of willpower right here, right now, that we are claiming our futures in this very moment. So what I mean by that is, like, we don't have to do when the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun. We can hit those consonants. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky. We're still open on the vowels, but we can actually emphasize those consonants with some power to make it seize your attention and seize the moment. Carpe diem, right? So let's just take the first phrase to sky. We'll just sing it a few times slowly to make sure we have the melody. And then we'll do that with the whole song, or the whole second phrase, and then we'll do the whole thing. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky. Good, let's pause right there. So don't breathe until sky. Put a breath mark under sky. We want to do from when the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky, and one breath because it's one thought, okay? So let's take that again. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky. Good. So now the second part goes, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? So let's really have some fun times. I mean, who would hide from heaven's glory? So let's really emphasize, you can underscore hide and glory, and then pass the challenge by. Right? Let's take that from who would hide? Yeah. Who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? Cool, now let's put it all together. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? Good. And then the la la la's are just repetitive of that melody. And when we sing the la la la's, let's keep that percussive, driving willpower and courage, that expansive quality of the heart, by emphasizing the L and not letting it get away from you. Imagine that poise, that centeredness, that ease of like a walking march. So anyway, let's actually take it from the top, and we'll sing it at its more like the pace we'll sing it at. When the dawn breaks and then the morning sends the sun high in the sky, who would hide from heaven's glory? Who would pass the challenge by? La 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 la. So can you hear how, I mean, I'm kind of over-exaggerating a little bit, but not really. With the la la la's, we really want them to be bold and courageous, not too rushed. Let's just take the la la la's. La as our starting note. La 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 la. Awesome. So then the third verse, men and women sing the melody together. So that's a lot of fun. The first word is even. I'm just going to flip the page so I don't have to keep doing it back and forth. So all of us together will sing. Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. Awesome. So a few things to note here. First off, leave the past, big underscore, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. A new tomorrow is literally the line of the song. So that's going to be pretty important. Next thing, you'll notice here, after all who understand, everybody has a rest. Rest, 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 rest. And the guitar has a rest. So, excuse me, what that's called is a grand pause. And that means everything is silent. And in this case, I'm actually going to ask the guitarist to clamp his strings so it shuts off. So what we'll do is we'll also shut off our sound. So I want you to circle that rest because it sounds really fun when everybody goes, for example, from Leave the Past. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. And then we jump into parts, and all of a sudden it just explodes into 4 parts, and it's really pretty awesome. So circle your rests with your pencils and write shh or something to that effect, okay? Uh-oh, I just bumped the music. Can we still see everything? Okay, and I think you can probably hear the whistling on next door. Anyway, so now we'll get into parts proper. Okie dokie, tenors. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on how to find your starting note, and then we're going to get into the tenor part. So first things first, let's sing from All Who Understand, from the melody on the top of verse 3. All who understand. Now what we're going to do to find your note is count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th. is your starting note. So write that, fifth over here, because you're just going to count up a ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, but just to practice that, let's just go back and forth. Stand, there's, stand, there's, stand, stand, there's, stand, there's, stand, there's. Now let's go from all. All who understand, there's. One more time. All who understand, there's. You also notice that it's the same note as all, so you can also bookmark that. Just keep that in your head. All who understand, there's. Good. Now that we have that first note, let's take a look at the melodies, or your tenor part. So let's slow it down. So let's go. There's a more. Oh, excuse me. There all who understand. Sorry, I was on the wrong note there. There. Yeah. All who understand. There's is our starting note. There's a morning for every nation when the sun's high in the sky. There's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. Now let's break it into parts. There's a morning for every nation. Let's do that again. There's a morning for every nation. One more time. There's a morn. I want you to be super accurate on here, right? We want to hit those notes perfectly because they're really wonderful when we do it right. But if you're sloppy, we miss everything. There's a morning for every nation when the sun's high in the sky. There's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. Sorry, my voice is a little stressed and I broke twice in a row. So I'm not going to force that. I'm going to be more gentle. If that happens to you, it's better to relax. Let it come out as it will. Don't push your voice. Okay, so let's do that again. There's a morning for every nation when the sun's high in the sky. There's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. Woo! That'll teach me to do the tenor part last. Moving on. La 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 la. Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. La 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 la. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. So it's pretty repetitive. Basically, it's only 2 lines that we repeat a bunch of times with different words. I want you to also take note that we all have a grand pause here, right? Rest, 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 rest. And we do that here. Rest, 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 rest. But here is going to be really dramatic because we have a big pause and then we all slow down as we come back in for leave the past. So circle this rest, circle the retardando, and underscore leave the past. Okay, because that's the most important part of the whole song. Leave the past. A new tomorrow waits for all who understand. It all comes down to this last phrase, right? Okay. If you need to, go back, rewatch the video, sing along with it slowly until you can sing it slowly perfectly, and then come back to this point, and we're going to take it from all who understand at tempo, and we're going to sing through all the way at tenor. All who understand, there's a morning for every nation. When the sun's high in the sky, there's a time for every people to affirm their destiny. La 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 la. Even so, all of us together can create a better land. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. La 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 la. Leave the past, a new tomorrow waits for all who understand. So last thing I want to talk about is that some emphatic notes. So there's a more, then there's a more. We're moving upward. So we want to emphasize the top note. There's a more, lightning for every nation. And then we do it again. When the sun's high, and then we go up again. In the sky, and then we go up big time. There's a time, and we can really have fun on time. Do some long tones up there on that E, and go back and do more long tones on the higher notes. For every people to, and then here, to affirm, big circle on affirm, their destiny, and then the same notes, la 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 la. La 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 la. And we'll do that every verse. It just helps to shape it out a little bit. And we'll talk about dynamics through the whole piece together when we get together, because that may change depending upon how we're wanting to do it this year versus next year. So I'm not going to set this in stone right now. All right, hope that was useful to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again on our, let's just bump that up a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for joining me once again on our sing-along video. This has been a lot of fun for me. This is one of my favorite songs from the Oratorio. It's always been a blast to sing, and I look forward to singing it with all of you. Please let me know if you have any questions. Tenors, I'm sorry about that E. We'll get them next time. Make sure to do plenty of long tones. Like I said, and all the previous ones, the more you practice, the more fun we're going to have in rehearsal, the more we'll be able to shape the overall energy and really get into it, rather than having to spend time hashing out our parts, hashing out, do I say la 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 la, or do I say la 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 la, right? We've already been over that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this has been fun, like I said. Please, if you have any questions, let me know, or post in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you soon.